Hello to all the young people and all of you who are young at heart. This week, there have been some really scary pictures and videos in the news. At school meetings or with your family, you may have talked about the white people filled with hatred who went and attacked our Capitol building in Washington, D.C. because they didn't want people who don't look like them to have power in our country. Other people came and helped to stop the attack and make sure that our Capitol is safe and that the government could get back to work. But still, many people are feeling scared and sad and angry at so much hatred in the world today. And it's been around for a long time, even though it can look like many different things. When you're feeling big feelings like this, go to an adult that you trust. Tell them how you're feeling. Ask them any questions that you have. And if you're not sure who to talk to, you can always ask someone to give me an email. I'm happy to chat with you. On the night that this news happened, I gathered with some friends on Zoom so we could be together. We lit candles together. We sat in silence. We thought about God and the light that connects us and the love that is the strongest power out there, stronger than any fear or hate, almost like a river running between us and through us. It made me feel a little bit better to remember that this love and light is within all of us, and we can draw into that power anytime we want. And together, we can make positive changes in our country. The problems of hatred and racism and violence are sadly not new in our country. But each day we can choose to begin at the beginning, that we can be at the beginning of new hope and new change, so that Black and brown and Indigenous and people of color who have been mistreated for far too long by our country can finally feel positive treatment by other people, by our government, by people in power, and that they can feel and know that they already do, that God's love is in their hearts and they are loved, not just by God, but by all of us. In our two Bible stories today, each starts at a beginning. The first, the story of Genesis, at the very beginning of the Bible. It starts with the story of creation before the beginning of the world, when everything was just in chaos and God's Spirit hovered above the water. And God created light. Our second story today starts at the beginning of the New Testament, at the beginning of the book of Mark, with the story of Jesus' baptism. Now, he didn't get baptized as a little baby like many of you were. He got baptized as an adult in a river outside. And when he was baptized, the story says that the heavens opened and a dove appeared. And it was like God's Spirit was there with him in the water, filling him with light. This was the beginning of his journey of teaching and healing. We're at a beginning in our lives too. The beginning of a new year. And if we follow the power of that love and river of light that God shows to us right within our own hearts, we can be at the beginning of healing and change in our country, where everyone can feel loved and no one can feel left out. But we have a lot of work to do. God will give us the strength. Let's get started together. Let's share a prayer together. Dear God of light, thank you for loving us just as we are in all of our beautiful differences. Wherever we are, whether we're in chaos or at the very beginning, be with us when we are scared, sad, angry, or alone. help us to find the helpers in loved ones around us. Help us to be helpers by following your river of love to the more just future it's leading us. Amen. And as we say each week, the peace of God be with you.